Hi friends, Nancy Novak here. Hey, I just wanted to hop on really quick because yesterday I popped on and I showed you a really cute card holder that I made, and I said I would come back on and make it with you live. So here I am. I'm going to do this really quick. I've got almost everything ready to go. So let's just get to the basics of making that card holder. And then I will show you the cards that I have and we'll put it all together. So it's a piece of cardstock that's regular size, 8.5 by 11, and we're going to score it at 5.5. Then we're going to turn it and score it at 2.5. Then I'm going to bring in my bone folder and give these score lines a good burnish, good fold. Whoop, piece of sponge there. All right, do that. We'll open this one up this way and give that a good crease. Okay, now I'm going to open it back up and I'm going to fold it in half. And here's my score line. And I'm just going to bring in my paper snips. And then I'm just going to cut from the, this is the fold right here. I'm just going to cut an angle right here. I think I'm going to flip it and do it this way. So I'm cutting from the score line. Here's the fold, and I'm going to cut down there about to 1/2 inch or so. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so that's going to give us a nice little, just make it fold up easier. So now I'm going to take some tear and tape. Or you could use glue if you want. Just gotta find the edge here. And I'm gonna put tear and tape right on this edge. Right there. And the same thing on the other side. Put some tear and tape right there. Okay. We're just going to fold this end up, take that tear and tape off. Let's see here. This is probably the hardest part, right? And fold that up like that. And then we'll take this tear and tape apart and fold that up. And that's our card holder right there. So we just have to decorate the front. So this is really a great project for all your extra designer series paper. So this piece of designer series paper is 5.25 by 3.25. So I'm just going to glue that on the front. Right there, right in the center. Then I have a piece of cardstock, and that is 4.25 by 3.5. Glue that right on in the center. Actually, I didn't want to do that because I wanted to tie a bow on here. So, hang on a sec, I'm going to cut a new piece because I want to put all of these pieces together, and then I want to tie a bow around them. So let's see, that piece was 4.25. That's not the right color. 4.25 by 3.5. So let me just cut another one. 4.25 by 3.5. Okay, so let me tell you what I'm doing here. Just in case I lost you for a second, let me show you the picture. So this right here, this picture, I want to put all these pieces together right in the center, and then I'm going to tie a bow around it, then I'm going to attach it to the front. So let's just bring in all our pieces. So we got a piece of cardstock that is 3.5 by 4.25. Then I'm going to put a piece of white that is 4 by 3.25. had to come on tonight and make this for you guys because I'm going to give it away tomorrow. I'm sure I'll make some more, but I thought, well, I'm just going to pop on here right now. Then I have a piece of Designer Series paper, and that is 3 3/4 by 3. Put that right in the center. Then I have a piece of white that I stamped on, and that piece of white is 3 by 2 1/4. So just pick out your favorite little flower stamp or your favorite sentiment. This one says smile, and this is from the Daisy Lane, this little sentiment and flower. Okay, then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. That's going to go on here. But first I'm going to tie a little bow. Here's that picture again. So just bring my ribbon in here. Bow. Oh, I forgot to mention this idea I found on Pinterest, and I believe it was Lisa Freeman who did this. So I want to thank her for this inspiration, and I don't know what colors she used, but again, she used some of her Designer Series paper that was, I think, being discontinued, and I want to thank her for that, for this idea. Got it. I'll play with that bow a little bit more after. So I'm going to pop that up, and then I'll bring in the cards that I made and show you how it looks when you put your cards and envelopes in here. So that's going to go right in the center. Okay, so I made 4 cards. I got 3 of them already done. They're all the same layout. Just pick different color Designer Series paper, and so it kind of all goes together really pretty. And we'll make one really quick here. So I got a card base of white that is scored at, it's 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. Is that right? Let me see. Yes. And then I have a matte piece in there of, in this case, it's one of the blues, and it's 5 1/4 by 4. Then I have a piece of white that's 5 by 3 3/4, and I left the inside blank. Then I have a piece of Designer Series paper that's 3 by 5 1/4. So I'm just going to glue this piece on, and this goes over to the left on the front of the card. So again, that's 3 by 5 1/4. So that's going to go over to the left. Then I have a piece of coordinating DSP, and that is 4 by 3, and that's going to go right in the middle on the front. Right in the middle. Okay, and then I have a piece of cardstock that is 2 by 3. And a piece of white that I stamped on, that's 2 and 3 3/4, and I'm going to offset it. So I'm going to put my hand here so I don't put glue there, and I'm just going to put glue on the back of this, just over here on this side. And I'm going to attach it to the cardstock like this. So it's kind of offset. And then I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. And it's going to go right in the middle, like that. Okay, and that's the card, right? So we've got this one, that one, this one. These are very similar, but the back Designer Series paper is a little bit different. And then I have these two. Okay, so how it fits in here, you've got your envelopes, so you can fit 4 in here, and I'll put this one here and this one here, and then I'll put these 2 with the yellow in the front because it matches this card holder really well. And that's it. So there you go. Wasn't that easy? So I hope you liked it. Go ahead and leave me comments if you did, and thanks for being here. Don't be shy. Stamp and shout. See you next time.